What's going on, traders? Troy from the Intraday Investors, and in this video I'm going to be talking about my trade on Roku and Zoom, and how I had a pre-market analysis. I actually write on my whiteboard every morning. I get the major indices, S&P 500 and NASDAQ, and I just write like 5 things that I should remember while trading today. And I do a watch list. So today my watch list was Zoom over 442 resistance. You can see we're gonna get out of here. Okay, so Zoom right here, you can see from Friday, it really rallied. Okay, Friday, this is going into Friday strong. So people are gonna be holding this over the weekend with a lot of confidence. Okay, and you can see, just like I would expect, Monday we're showing strength. We gap down a little bit, but then we start to trend up pre-market Monday. Okay, so what I like to do is I drew my pre-market level at 442 from Friday. Okay, so wait for the technical break. That's what I wrote. So what I mean by that is, let me make this a little bit bigger for Zoom. So what I mean by this is this level from Friday. Okay, we broke it. We broke it really nicely. But I never like to rush into a trade the first 5 minutes. We can look at it like right now. We're looking at it in a time frame of each candle represents 5 minutes. We can go to the 1 minute chart. I never like to rush in. Okay, I like to wait for the second 5 minute candle to break, if anything, because it's at least for the first. Unless there's a lot of volume coming in, there's a very bullish catalyst. That's the only way I'm gonna go within like the first like couple minutes. Okay, so I identified this from pre-market, and that's the number one thing is identifying a plan. Okay, having a systematic process. I knew what I was going to be paying. I was like, okay, once it breaks 442, I'm gonna buy a call at the money for this week's expirations. That's my style of trading because I'm scalping these. So I was gonna wait, okay, and then we were showing the 3-bar play. We actually sold off. I was happy I never got into Zoom because we sold off a lot. And then we're showing a 3-bar play. See this third 5 minute candle, and we started to test. It looks like we're about to test the high from this 5 minute candle. So I had my order ready. That okay, hey, well once this third 5 minute candle breaks the high from this, we already broke this level from Friday, but we set a new level at 445, sold off. Showing a 3-bar play. We have higher lows, and I was able to execute very nicely on this trade. I was very happy. We can go to my trader view. So trader view is where I import my trades. As you can see, this is the play. Entered. We'll look at on the 1 minute chart. I entered this candle right here at 9:43.48. It was $15 for the contract, so I paid $1,500. And I sold 25 seconds later for $1,600. So I made $100 profit in 25 seconds, which I'm pretty happy about. I took a little bit more size than I usually do because Zoom, the premiums are very expensive, and the spreads weren't the greatest. But I did a market conditional order, so I entered one contract above the third 5 minute candle. We finally broke the high from Friday right before market close. But I didn't want to rush into a trade, especially with, oh yeah, that's another thing I didn't mention. SPY and QQQ were, let me turn on the brightness a little bit. So SPY and QQQ, the overall market was very weak, okay? So I waited for the third. I wanted to not rush into it, especially with the market weak. I waited for the third 5 minute candle to break above the level from its first 5 minute candle, which I showed you earlier, and profited 125 seconds. Took on a little bit more size than I would like to, but it's about getting comfortable with these setups because these setups have a very nice success rate. I like to do opening range breakouts, and I like these. I really like these plays. Okay, ascending, descending triangles. They really like to work out for me. What I would have liked to do differently is, if I was taking on more size, usually I'd take 2 to 3 contracts. But with it being $1,500 a contract, it was above my comfortable where I'm usually comfortable with taking. So if I took 2 contracts, that would have been $3,000 and so forth. But what I would like doing differently is, sold right here, one right here, and then held my other contract at break even because you can see we retested the level. We retested the level and we pulled back up. Okay, so I had my other contract at least break even or whatever my risk tolerance is. And then I would have scaled the other contract up and sold, who knows, here. People are probably wondering, well, why didn't you hold all the way to the top? Well, for one, I never know it's going to, go. What is that? Let's see. For my entry, it's up another 4.5% from my, who knows? So all I can do is scalp it. You can always get back in. Okay, buy here, sell, wait for the break, wait for it to keep breaking highs. Okay, make sure you're reading the level 2. Make sure you're seeing the volume come in, because what I like to do is look at the level 2. Okay, I trade simply price action and read the tape. I like to see where the buyers are, the sellers are. I like to see that buyers are eating up the sellers. Say there's a wall say there's a wall at 445. There was actually size at 445 before it broke. So I see that there's size. I see that there's sellers getting eaten up by the buyers at 446 or 445. That's giving me, that's a psychological resistance. That's where people want the stock. And I see that it breaks that level. That's giving me even more confirmation. Okay. Right now, I wouldn't touch Zoom. What's the ATR in Zoom? The ATR is, let me write it in. ATR in Zoom is 28.61. Okay. So, this could keep going. Okay. It's only up $21. The ATR is 28. We're up 5%. I would consider this, this could potentially move again. Right now we're showing lower highs, but I can see it breaking out. And what I would like to do is at least wait for the high. I'm more conservative. You could, wait for it to do something here and break if it breaks this level. But, I'm not going to rush into anything. And I'm going to wait for the high, because that's what my style is. I can look at my playbooks, and all the plays that are working out for me are over the break of the high of the day. If the volume really starts to come in and I'm at my computer screen, because, I take a few nice trades, I walk away. I'm not staring at my screen. It's like, oh my God, it's going to break. I'll set alerts that, okay, hey, if Zoom comes back and it hits at or above 464, I'm going to be excited in this again. And then I'm going to potentially take it over the high. What was my other trade? Roku? So, $100, 25 seconds. I'm starting to take on less size. I actually had a rough week the other week. So, I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. So, my other trade on Roku. What I wrote on the whiteboard was, I had Apple Square Roku, all tech looking weak. Don't force, let it set itself up. Holy crap. Okay, Roku's up 15% today. Okay, so I actually really messed up on Roku. I actually really, now that I'm looking back at it, okay, so we broke this level from Wednesday, 174, and we broke these levels. We broke this level. We broke that level. We broke pre-market. So I actually had my order. I had my order for this one right here, but I saved it. I've never put my order through. But, it was still early, so I can't be too, it's still the first 5-minute candle, broke above VWAP. I wasn't too upset about it. But when I did take it was, after that first 5-minute candle, it sold off at about 170. You can see right here. It pushed up, set a high at 170, 175, and then pulled back and closed at 170.58. And then we opened. So I entered on this one right here. Still very early. I entered on this second 5-minute candle, and I sold very early. I remember this trade. I was very upset. And another good play would have been this one right here. You can see a lot of volume came in. My controller is about to die. A lot of volume came in at 1040 on Roku, and you can see we broke that level at 185. So that's what I would have liked. I would have liked to enter at this break right here and scaled it up to 188. I entered right here, I sold right before this resistance, because it was struggling. I remember it was struggling to break this, but then, as soon as I sold, it just rallied right after. And then, so nothing crazy on Roku. I definitely could have taken advantage of this trade. I had it on my whiteboard. I even wrote a quote every morning. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. So that's something I like to do. You know, it's something that helps me get prepared for the morning. You know, so yeah, go back here. I'm not gonna make the video too long. I'm gonna get back to my normal setup. Kind of messed things up a little bit when I pulled it. Uh-oh. Where's the other guy? Oh, he's right here. Alright, people are working on our house, so it might get loud and I might end the video here. Yeah, so I'm gonna end the video here. People are working on our house, but I hope you guys will see Roku. If I had more buying power right now, I would consider taking this over 188 volumes. I mean, the volume's low on it, but you see what I mean. I'm not rushing into any trades. I'm letting the trade set itself up. I'm not forcing anything, and that's what's been working for me. So why wouldn't I be consistent and disciplined to what's working for me? So yeah, that's my trade on Roku and Zoom. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you.